Let's finish our discussion of legumes and then start on the mint family. Mesquite is a tree native to the American Southwest. It has edible seeds. These individual trees vary a great deal in how good those seeds taste, and children will locate the tree that has the best tasting seeds. It's used in barbecue and also in, I believe it's used for wood as well, and the flowers provide bee forage. There's a look at the pods. You can see that it's similar pod shaped with the seeds inside and the seam on either side of the pod. Tamarind, we mentioned earlier, you can find this at places like Vallarta, and the pulp inside the pod is used to make iced tea. There's also a soda available that has that flavoring in. It's used in candies as well. It has kind of a little bit of a sour taste. It's very, very good. Also ornamental, and you can see the pods there in that illustration. Caesalpinia is an ornamental, and this is a nice plant for hot, dry Mediterranean climates like the Central Valley of California, Arizona, South Texas. This plant will bloom in late summer when there's very little else still blooming. Peas, of course, we mentioned a little bit ago. Shell peas, here we see shell peas, meaning that we open up the pod and take the peas out and eat them that way. Snow peas are just the flat pod that are harvested before the pea begins to develop, before the seed begins to develop. Snap peas are or have been selected for a pod that swells up and becomes juicy and sweet. So a snap pea is different than a snow pea in that the pod itself becomes thicker and juicy, sort of like a string bean but sweeter. Then we have field peas that can be used for soups, like split pea soup, or for animal feed. And then we can also eat the shoots as well. You can see those at the farmer's market in Fresno in the winter. All right, let's move on to the mint family. These are characterized by a square stem, and you can roll the stem in your hands and feel it. Many of them are aromatic, meaning they smell good. There are many culinary herbs in this group, around 7,000 species, so very successful group. It includes basil, mint, rosemary, sage, savory, oregano, and all the closely related things, hyssop, thyme, lavender, monarda, and perillo or shiso. All right, so many are going to spread by runners. Mint has a habit of getting out of control in moist climates here in the Central Valley. It's easy to control mint, just don't water it in the summer and it'll be gone, right? Many are frost sensitive. We use them in cooking, perfume, teas, used sometimes as insect repellents. Most it's easy to dry the leaves, and mostly they're easy to grow. So here we have some patterns in the mint family. Opposite leaves, flower clusters, pretty distinct. This is a little seed capsule that often stays up, and then as the plant is blown in the wind, the seeds will get thrown out from there. You can't really see the square stem in these illustrations. Wild bergamot, which is a monarda. The lion's tail is used as an ornamental with these interesting clusters of flowers around the nodes. Anise hyssop. A little quiz. This is a review quiz. When we're thinking about photosynthesis, what are the input molecules and what are the output molecules? Inputs and outputs for photosynthesis. See if you can write that down. Write this down. Answer these questions and upload it in a Word document or in a text file. I'll open this assignment as a text file, and you can type the answers directly into Canvas. What molecules are the input for photosynthesis and what are the output? In what organelle does photosynthesis occur? What is stratification and what is scarification? All right. What might be found in a seed? We've talked about this a little bit. What are some components that you would need? You're building a seed. What are you going to put in it? What is a hybrid? What does OP mean? And are onions monocots or dicots? All right. We're going to make that 15 points.